I'm going to say right now, today's episode.
Oh, she's going to say something.
Today's episode is a grind.
Wow.
See what I did?
Yeah, I do.
Today's
Worky.
We're talking about work rage.
Yeah, we are. Work, and more work because you live in America and you need to be working. Work. Even on the weekend,
Oh
dude.
God,
They're
sorry.
like,
She's a friend of Wendy's going to kill
she's
me.
she's like,
don't touch the mic cord ever. And I just slammed the entire mic arm.
You did.
Uh-huh.
Hey, listen, we're living our best lives. We're just trying to live here and make a podcast.
I'm
honestly.
bringing loose cannon energy today.
Yeah, this is good. It's because of the newly dyed hair. And
It's a real refresher.
It is because we've had to work.
Yeah, we've had work. That's what we're talking about today. We'll get into that in a little bit. But
Yeah.
before we do, we want to check in with our friend, Friendy Wendy, about a little bit of a tease of the cunt of the week. So like a trailer. Give us a little flavor of who our cunt of the week is.
A reminder, our cunt of the week stands for
Courageous,
unapologetic,
notorious,
10 of a woman / man. So say them. Plant.
Maybe a plant.
Sign.
Maybe a plant.
Yep. Cat.
So since this week we're talking about work rage, I chose a famous whistleblower.
Ooh.
And I'm going to just say she lit up a room and not in the way you think.
Oh,
I hope
look
she
at
burned it
that
to the
double
ground.
entendre.
Like, I wonder if there was an explosion behind her. How cool would that be for the
That
couple
would
week?
be. That would be.
Dope.
Was she then in like the subject of a Michael Bay film?
Yeah.
With
Like
all,
that's what
all
I
those
want.
pyrotechnics.
Yeah. And she was blasting away all the bad people. Okay. Well, now's that time that we got to kick it to the people. So we hear about their rage
Yeah.
on the good old Rage Hotline.
And just so you all remember, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, we
Please tell us what is bothering you, what's making you enraged. We
Yeah.
want to hear. I'm sure other people can relate.
Yeah, we want to know what's fucking you up. So you got to call us at 213-293-5995, or you can email us at
rage@theragepod.com.
That's right. Get it. You can send us text, voice memo, voice mail. People still do that, voicemails.
It's a voicemail.
No, but voice
Is what
memo, they do the voice memo and then they text a voice
They
memo.
could text a voice
Erica, that's
memo.
how we're rocking and rolling these days. We're not doing voicemail.
But if you call and leave a message, it's a voicemail.
I know.
If you
Who
text
does that?
a voice memo,
Who does that?
we just told them to call the number and then there's a beep.
But I want them to, but we don't do it.
Oh, yeah. We're
In
not
real
doing
life?
I have to leave my mom a voicemail, but other than that, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for doing
All right.
what you don't do on the daily.
You've reached the Rage Hotline. Please leave us a message.
One time, I worked with two of my roommates,
Oh.
and those bitches ate all of my Special K cereal, and boy, was I mad about it. I mean, I was in a fit of rage over all of my Special K being gone. So the two of them went into their shift, and my shift was later that night. So I go in for my shift, and
Chicken
literally
nugget.
everyone in the restaurant knew I had anger issues over my Special K and made fun of me all night. I'm pretty sure one of them called me Special K for like 3 months.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm going to take these off because this cord is short.
Yeah.
It's a short king. Well, first of all, what's funny is that Special K is also it's code for a drug,
That's what I thought at first too.
right?
She's literally talking cereal.
She's talking about cereal, and I'm like, is this code for what is Special K? Is it ketamine?
Special K. Oh, yeah.
It's ketamine.
Ketamine.
It's ketamine. So Elon Musk would know something about that.
But she said they ate it.
But as she said, they ate it. I really don't think she was coding for ketamine.
Right.
I think she's really talking about.
I'm
Also,
just thinking
also
it's-
Special K isn't like super exciting.
Right. It's not. It's kind of boring. I thought maybe she'd say Special K with strawberries. And what I find
Or like
really
Pops
wild
or Frosted
is
Flakes.
that she said her rage about Special K, meaning she had to have really got to him when she found out they ate her Special K, so much so that they go to work together, complain about her and say she lost her marbles
Mind. She
over this
lost her
Special
mind.
K.
Well, because it's not about the Special K, right?
Yeah, it's
not
about boundaries.
It's about boundaries and control, and maybe she likes to have her life in a routine, and she's comforted by like, I have my Special K. I get up and I wear these clothes and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that might just be the thing, or there's some underlying
Issue?
issue with them. And she's really using the Special K
She's
as the way
yeah.
to communicate. She doesn't want
It's
to.
her therapy.
She doesn't want to tell them that she doesn't like the way that they talk to her. And so
Exactly.
instead, she's going
She's going to pound
to
some
bring up
Special
the
K.
Special K.
We've all been there. I just would choose something else like ice cream or brownies, not Special K. But hey,
Right?
man. Yeah, I mean, whatever. You do you.
Oh yeah, you touch my coffee, I will fucking shank you.
Yeah, she will.
I will shank you.
Wow, thanks. Nice to listen. I hope now in life, Special K, that you get as much Special K as you need. I hope that you can Costco Special K for yourself so that now you're just happy and you think of that and you're like, ha ha ha, so nostalgic because look at me now.
She needs to Costco Special K, but then she needs to hide it away. Like she needs to stash it away like it's for winter, and so they can't find it. So she always has a supply. But here's what I
yeah.
want to get to the bottom of.
Okay.
Like, why? Like, what is it about that? Right? Like,
About people eating.
I think it's a young person's thing. Like if she's got roommates, it sounds like maybe they were working at a restaurant. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when you're a kid, and by kid, I mean like in your 20s and you're living with roommates, you still don't really know how to adult. And maybe
Yeah.
you don't realize like you don't do that.
You know nothing then.
You don't eat someone's cereal and not replace it right away. So I do think it's just behavior of young people in the world just starting out.
who weren't raised properly.
and also like the hyper focusing on like, this is the thing that's making me so enraged that like, really you find out as you get older, like is a simple conversation. Hey, can
Totally.
we talk about like the Special K situation? Cause like it feels like every 5 minutes we're out of Special K. So like if you want like let's maybe
like if you want to
split-
eat the
let's-
Special K, go freaking get a box of Special
yeah,
K, bro.
Or like let's split groceries. Let's figure this out financially.
Totally.
Because it feels like listening to her, it feels like she really felt violated. You know what I mean?
Oh boy. I
But
feel
we
like
get it. We get it.
We get it. We get it. Now I feel like, do we have more rage hotline?
We do. We have, this was a conversation I had with my son. His friend just started his first 9-to-5 job in a law firm.
Ooh, topical to this episode.
And he had been there Thursday, started on Monday. By Thursday, he called Caden and said, this fucking sucks. This
Yeah.
everyday 9-to-5 thing is a nightmare. We can't do this.
Yeah.
What company are we going to start? We're not living this way.
Yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
9-to-5s in
Corporate.
corporate America are brutal.
Killer, man.
I don't know anybody who's just like,
Yippee.
I love my job that works for like a big name corporation.
Yeah.
Like I literally just talked to someone who left her job, huge marketing firm, like one of the biggest, if not the biggest. And she had been there for 9 years and she's going to a competitor. And there's trauma there. Like there's trauma. Like
She fucked up.
I thought you said she,
No. She's fucked up here.
And I like, I could relate. I know after leaving a job I was at for a long time, all of a sudden the feeling of like all of that time that you felt like you were used compounded, like you finally see it. It culminates in that moment when you leave. You're like, oh my God, I just put up with that. And I put up with that. And I put up with that. And everybody puts up with that. And that feels like really, really disheartening. So the fact that Hayden's friend, like,
He was there for 4
figured that out in
days. He was like,
5
get the fuck
minutes.
out of
He
here.
was
I'm
like,
done.
and everyone's signing up for this. Everyone's okay with this. No
Yep.
one's like screaming that the house is on fire. Yeah, it's maddening. So many Americans are just in Stockholm syndrome with their employers.
Yeah.
Insane.
I'm just like, hey, man, put on the Rage Pod and we're here for you while you're in your cubicle.
Also, like, take that. Yeah. Like, if he's that affected and he's like, let's go start a company, probably going to go start a company. That's great.
Hell
like,
yeah.
if he's got that like fear and the drive to not be in that
Yeah.
position of like, I cannot be,
I feel like
under
he'll
this
make it
thumb,
happen.
He'll do it.
Yeah. I'm with you
know?
on that.
And even if it doesn't work out long term, it'll lead to something else. It'll lead to something else. But at least he's like, hey, I'm working for my freedom.
Get her done.
You know?
America, work for the freedom. We got anything else?
On our Instagram, we asked what got everybody fired up this week. And I loved this person's take on it because they wrote back something positive and joyful. They said, I won a gold medal at a local painting competition.
Oh my God.
My very first time entering, still shocked.
Wow.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I haven't gotten a gold medal in anything.
Me neither, man.
Yeah.
But we got a gold medal like through her or him. We don't know who
We
it is,
don't know
right?
who it is,
we don't
but,
know.
like,
Anonymous. Okay.
Fucking paint your way through the rage.
Hell yeah, dude. I
Paint
feel like
your way through the rage to
Yeah.
a gold medal
I agree.
life.
I also feel like they're an OG fan because the first or second episode, I said, send us all your rage, but
Oh,
also
right.
send us your joyful moments because we're going to need those. So I appreciate that a lot.
So I think that's it. We're going to wrap
That's
up the Rage
it.
Hotline. Thanks everyone for calling in and
Yeah.
sending your messages.
Don't forget 213-293-5995, rage at theragepod.com. Email,
Love it.
send us stuff.
So we're going to talk about our main segment here.
Mm-hmm.
Work.
Work,
Work.
bitch.
And you know what? That's right.
Yeah. 'Cause
Nobody,
it's a bitch.
it's a bitch. Nobody is whistling while they work right
No,
now.
God,
Everyone
no.
is just sad.
I agree. It's like seriously weird and rough out there. I don't think that there's a lot of people that are happy with the way that, especially in America, work is right now.
I read some stats. I think like 45% of Americans are dissatisfied with their work. I want to say it's like 66% are feeling burnout.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of the things that we've talked about when we talk about work rage, right? One thing is other places in the world have this thing called a 4-day work week.
Yes, they do. And you know what? Surprise, surprise. It says that obviously employees are happier, but they did do a trial doing like 3,000 employees, 141 companies. And it was like 90% of the companies kept the 4-day work week even after the trial ended. And this happened, they did it across the US, UK, Australia, Canada, Ireland. So it wasn't just the US. Workers reported higher job satisfaction, better mental health. They said the burnout decreased by 70%. 41% said their mental health improved, better sleep quality. And then 52% felt more productive and they got more work done despite less hours.
Because here's the thing, right? And this whatever alleged 5-day work week we have in America, people still work on the weekends.
Yeah, it's always.
And no one's working for the weekend anymore. That's
Yeah.
like not even a valid phrase.
No one's really fully
No
offline.
one's fully off. And then, you know, a lot of what happens, you know, particularly when there's drama in the workplace and it's
Yeah.
a toxic environment, everyone's, you know, side chatting it up. You're in your meetings and your meetings.
Yeah.
You're in your meetings.
You're in your meetings.
That sounded like
Wow.
MEATIN.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Get her done. But yeah, you're in your like 7 back-to-back Zooms and all the different cohorts, the different cliques of people that feel like they're safe enough to, you know, vent to, they're all having a side chat
Totally.
about how shitty everyone else on the Zoom is
Yeah.
or whatever dumb thing that the company is doing or some, you know, exploitive or, you know, optic driven initiative that the CEO has imposed upon them. And they're,
Right.
you know, you're all just like totally, it's a total vent fest.
And then you're not getting work done
You're not
because
getting
you're in that freaking meeting.
'cause
You're in the
like
meetings.
even on a 4-day work week, I guarantee you people are going to still work on off hours. And then when, you know, the shit that like Kevin said in the 10 a.m. has set the whole team on fire. You're getting on phone calls at 7 p.m. at night
Oh God.
just to deal with all of this like trauma bonding
Yeah.
that you're doing. So it like to your point, like people don't leave it at work.
No, it carries over.
So you're just in the sludge all the time.
Right. Which is unfair unless you're getting paid like tons of money. But you know what? I hear from people all the time. The one girl on Love is Blind, you know me in reality. This one girl, she's
We
the
do.
rich one on Love is Blind. And she owns this company, whatever, owns like a house in LA, owns another house in Dallas. I don't even know. But she was like, I was dating a millionaire before. And then he was like, oh, cool. How was that? Like, were you happy? And she's like, honestly, I was miserable because we would go out to really, really nice dinners. We would spend the night together. And then by 5 a.m., he was up and he had to go to work because that's what it was just work 24/7.
Because he was making $1 million. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not like that's the thing is lawyers do get paid a lot of money, right? iBankers get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
But when you boil it down to what they are getting paid like hourly,
Right.
I mean, obviously there's hourly rates for lawyers and in finance, but certainly as you're coming up and you don't have that yet,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, they're actually not making
That
mu-
much for what
they
they're
do, for what
doing.
they're doing, for all
mean,
the time that they're
There's a lot of
expending.
time spent on that.
Yeah.
You know, just endless hours, which would freaking suck if you ask me. But like, I also wanted to talk about like, because you wrote down here like the hybrid creep.
Yes, which what I was talking about earlier
Yeah.
with the like it's the slow creep back into the office
Yeah.
that that executives are just like, reeling the fishing line in. We're all a bunch
they
of
want-
guppies.
They want more people in the office,
They want more people in the office.
which is bullshit. Why?
It's because it's a lot harder to manage your affair schedule because you could get caught more easily. But if you're in the office all the time,
Yeah,
you know,
you're like, I'm working.
you could be anywhere. You can go for a long
but you're
lunch.
juicing at the motel.
Oh, work's gonna be late
Wow.
tonight. Sorry, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a late night. Put the kids to bed. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be like knee deep in some whiskey with a woman half your age.
Totally.
But man, work is such a grind right now.
yeah.
So I think one of the things that's like the sort of the misnomer that companies are banking on is by using the term hybrid. They're trying to
But it's literally where they're like, yeah, Fridays you can work at home, but 4 days you have to come in the freaking office.
you have to
right?
come into the office, but then they get to call it hybrid so they can get more people.
Exactly. But it's BS, dude, because it's not hybrid. And I don't understand. I'm like, let people work how they freaking want to work.
There was like there was a book about this, a study about this that was like when they really calculated and they figured out and analyzed how much work is done in a day, it's something like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because there's all this like other chit chat and, people get like, they get burnout from doing this one thing over and over. So they take a break. They maybe like look at, buying
Instagram.
groceries for the night or Instagram or social or, you're relying on self-regulation for people to be working nonstop versus it ebbs and flows. Like maybe one week people are working 8 hours a day because they're in the middle of a project. But then there's a couple of weeks where it's like they don't have a ton to do. And so they're going to browse the internet. Well, like that could be them at home, doing shit that they need to get done in their life,
Exactly.
and it doesn't matter. If the work gets done, the work gets done. If you're
Exactly.
contributing to a positive work environment, that's all that matters.
You just got to trust your employees enough to know that they're going to do their job. And
Right.
if
And
they
that's why
feel
you
like have
hired them.
trust in them,
Yeah.
they're going to want to work harder for you.
I want to do my job. I
Mhm.
just want to be compensated fairly, meaning I just want to be able to put food on the table.
Yeah.
I want to be able to take care of my family because that's not happening right now. In
No,
America.
it's not.
People cannot afford to live like a basic, decent life.
You know what I think is wild is that I found out that if you're in LA and you're a 2-partner like household, you make under $190,000, you are considered low income.
Correct.
Wild.
Correct.
Wild. But you know what? It's true because
It's
that's
because
how
it's so
difficult it is.
expensive.
It's so expensive to take care of people. Just in
It's-
general, your family, yourself.
Well, and to
You need a car to
live.
go to your freaking job. You need to
Yeah.
put food on the table. People need to go to the doctor sometimes and have a little bit of fun to just
Well,
be a human.
And healthcare rage is its own fucking
That's its own.
series.
We can't go over there. We can't go over
No,
there.
but it's all related, right? Like
totally.
it's like, oh, and then yeah, you just because you have healthcare through a company doesn't mean there's not all of these added costs. And
Oh,
you're still
yeah.
paying for a portion of it monthly.
Always. Yeah.
But yeah, I think what's interesting is that we've seen these, these sort of movements within the workplace of like there was the quiet quitting,
Mm-hmm.
which our friend Dana was reminding us that really the ethos of it is that it's like, what if you just only did the job that you were hired to do? Like you didn't go above and beyond. You didn't extend yourself to the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
While not getting paid anymore for it.
Yeah.
For barely getting recognized. You just did your job. And that was like quiet quitting. And then there was a great resignation where people were just leaving. They're like, fuck this. I'm worth more than this.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. And I guess there was also quiet firing. But now there's this great detachment
Mm-hmm.
where people feel stuck.
Yeah.
Feel fucking stuck. Like they're looking at the job market. It's not great.
No, it's not.
it's-
They're just there physically, but they are out of it mentally, totally detached mentally. Their
Because
brain
they
is
feel
somewhere
like they
else.
have to stay in their job.
Yeah.
Because it's
To live.
not a great outlook out there. So they're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna, like you said, like disassociate and just punch in, clock in. But before in older generations, obviously it was I'm not even going to say it was a more sexist time because I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
I literally don't know anymore.
We've
But-
regressed.
But families could live off of a single earning out.
Yeah,
a
one
single
income.
income.
And take care of their family.
Earner.
Yeah.
And that's like not possible now.
No. God,
So-
no.
So what happens to like the point of working at home or working remote? Like who's going to get fucked in that? Moms.
Totally.
Moms are going to get fucked in that because
Which is another-
at least when there was remote work, you could if you could manage it where you're like, all right, I know I'm going to get my shit done. I have to handle a bunch of things as it is
For your
in
kids.
our home life.
Yeah.
Like I can do this. Oh, wait, now I have to go to the office. And then it's like you have to pay for childcare just to be able to go to the office. Maybe there was some version of like when you were at home where you could make it work because you're like, I actually can work on that for 3 hours. I can work on it later at night when they're asleep. Like I don't have to, this isn't like a timely, urgent thing.
No, you
I
get it done when you can get it done. As long
And
as you
so
get your
now-
job done. Period. People think that taking a gig, which you and me have both done, you live gig to gig, but it's still just, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. And you end up working sometimes more hours just to get that job done and get it out and go, it's now delivered, than other people in a corporate office. Sure, it may be more free for your hours, but it's still all over the place.
I think we need to circle back in another meeting. Let's take this offline and then circle back next week on another meeting. I think we can't cover it all today. Let's put a pin in it right now.
And that brings us into our vocab transition. So we want to just talk about unnecessary corporate vocab that is said that nobody wants.
It's just like there, like speak, like insider speak makes its way into any culture.
Sure.
But in some places, it's just like extra fucking annoying.
Totally.
Like
you wrote down ideate.
Yeah. When did that fucking come around?
I don't know, but
It's called think.
Come up with an idea.
It's called brainstorm, think.
Thank you. Like,
And I'm sure brainstorm pissed off a lot of people when that came around. You know what I mean? It was like brainstorm. So we're talking about stuff.
we're storming up the brain.
We're
Erica.
storming up the
storming
brain.
it up. And like you said, wheelhouse earlier, right?
Oh God. Well,
Yeah.
friendy Wendy was looking this up.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. It's nautical.
Yeah.
It's nautical. It's
Good old
it's,
Below
it's
Deck
from she
uses it.
learned it from Below Deck. Because
Yep.
it's like, oh, it's not in your wheelhouse. It's not a ship that you can steer. So like you may not be good with Excel. Excel's not in your wheelhouse.
Yep.
But like, can't we just say like, Excel's not their strong suit?
Right. And you know what I also hate is like when people don't like an idea and they're like, let's put a pin in it. And I'm like, no, we're not going to put a pin in it. What you just did is you lit a match and you burnt it to the freaking ground. Just tell me the truth right now. Let's not play this.
Absolutely.
Let's put a pin in it. Like we're playing pin the tail on
Well,
the
yeah,
freaking
where is the
donkey.
pin going?
Exactly.
Where is the pin
Where's
going?
the pin?
And-
Show me
and
you
what is
writing it down. Show me writing the idea down and then
where-
pinning it on your fucking
And then
wall.
where's the pin and where's the it?
Thank you.
Putting a pin in it.
Thank you.
But funny enough, also looked this up. This is not what we think it is. You're thinking a donkey's getting a tail pinned on it.
I mean, not really, but yeah, I did.
I'm
I did.
thinking something on a cork board with some sort of pin, sort of like a pin cushion.
Totally.
What it is,
Post-it notes.
I might be schooled on this, and we might be setting ourselves up for a wrong but strong.
Oh.
But what I read was it's actually it comes from the grenade. Like it comes from setting a grenade, because like if you put the pin back in it, if you're not going to actually use the grenade.
Now I want to use it. Erica,
Yeah,
grenades
I know.
fit my personality.
I know it sexies up because put a pin in it.
Ooh, let's put a pin in it.
Sounds, it actually makes me feel nauseous. Like the person that would say that makes me feel nauseous.
But
then when
you
you
imagine the
learn
grenade,
that it's a grenade,
Ooh, hot.
it's like, it's giving wrecking ball energy.
Totally.
It's giving,
it's
but
sexy.
it just doesn't match up.
Well, listen, I think with me, it might match. Let's put a pin in it.
But
Like
here's
the
but
edge
here-
that
but
I'm
here's-
coming in with,
No,
Erica.
but here's the thing. I think you're thinking like rev up, but
Yeah.
it's actually like, oh no, let's put it away.
I know that's how they always use
But
it.
that's not exciting. It's scary,
I'm
which
with
I guess
you.
it's adrenaline producing, but it's not like all right, we're getting in some action. It's like, oh, put the lid back on.
Right. And it's always people who are like, say it like you did. Let's put a pin in it
Let's
for
put it-
now.
So
Instead
here,
of
guys-
basically saying, fuck you, I hate this.
Just say like, yeah, this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not working. Hey, this isn't working out well.
Right.
So let's come up with an idea that people actually like.
That they can take down the runway, which is another one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm
And
like,
is it catwalk?
is it modeling? Like,
or
are
is
we-
or is it airplanes? Or is it airplanes?
Nobody knows. But you know what is in your stand-up set? Running up the tadpole.
Run it up the tadpole.
Wow.
And
yep.
guys, it's absolutely not run it up the tadpole. It is run it up the flagpole. But here on the Rage Pod, because I think it was maybe the pilot,
yes.
this one,
I said tadpole.
this one said tadpole.
I said, what is it? We're going to run it up the tadpole. And then they were like, it's flagpole. And I was like, yeah, right.
But now
makes-
now on this pod, we run things up the tadpole.
Tadpole.
Now that suddenly sounds fun and
It's
interesting.
fun. See, we could use that.
yeah.
Now they won't mind if we're, and you know what you also wrote down here is like low hanging fruit and take this offline.
Yeah.
Which like low hanging fruit is like, when I would only say that and or hear it is around my friends who are funny. When they say a joke and it's too obvious, you're like, that was low hanging fruit.
The
Sorry.
thing that I do, that doesn't bother me. I think what bothers me in like work settings is when you say that, it's kind of a fuck you to the person that's like suggesting it.
Yeah.
Cause like, yes, it might be like,
Ew,
A
if someone
simple-
said that in a meeting, that's
Yes.
awful. No,
they
that's
say-
terrible,
they
Erica.
say it like, oh yeah, we could do that. That's low hanging fruit. And it's like, oh, that was my best idea.
Cruel.
That was my best.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I thought it was like the bananas at the top of the tree.
Totally.
But
That's when
yeah,
I'd be
it's
like,
just
okay, great. I think I'm going to take myself offline now.
Right, exactly.
The fuck? Oh my God.
Yeah, right. By the way, what is offline? Tell me what's offline.
Nobody's offline ever.
It doesn't even make sense. What you need to say is, hey, nobody on this call wants to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
You and I are going to
Just let's
go
email
on
it.
the side
Yeah.
and we're going to talk shit about the meeting and we're going to figure out what the fuck this idea that, Susie suggested and burn it to the ground. That's what take this offline is.
Totally.
I don't want to hear another word come
about
out
this.
of your mouth.
Yeah. We got to move on.
One that really just when I hear it, I actually get an allergic reaction
tell me.
is bespoke.
Ew.
Every fucking brand.
Use that in a sentence. The
market-
last person that said that to you. That's so dumb. I haven't even, who talks like that?
I think for this campaign, what we're really looking for is something that's super bespoke to the company and to this amazing initiative. We really want to create something that feels bespoke.
Yep. This is where I sign out immediately.
And all it is specific. That's all it means. It just means customized. It means tailored. That's all it fucking means. And people throw it around and it's totally a word that they throw in there because they haven't prepped anything.
I don't understand why people can't just be fucking normal. Sit down in a meeting. You work for a company and you're like, yeah, just like you guys know the brand. Can we really get a detail? Let's fit with them. Let's make it like happy but dark and cool. Are we down?
Right.
You're like, I hired you for this fucking reason. Out. Bye.
Are we going to do the same shit we did on Coca-Cola? Or are we doing something new?
done?
Right? It's like, are we doing what we did last time or are we doing something bespoke?
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what
you.
that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
just, you know what it is? There's certain words that people feel like when it's this like insider speak
Yeah.
that you can tell people get a little bit of a boner when they say it.
You know, I'll add these before we get into our kind of the week, is like the more email specific ones are freaking killer, dude. Like, as per my last email, my God.
As per is like, it's
You're
like the pristine version of coming in hot.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
It's like you were too dumb to read every single word of my last email and somehow maybe it didn't register, but you probably just were like, I don't need to address this. Let's move on.
as per my last email on the passive aggressive scale is a 10.
Thank you.
Is a 10.
Ugh.
It's a 10.
And then also, just to clarify, same thing. Passive aggressive out of 10.
I just want to tell you guys too, I am a full-on perp in the Vic with some of this stuff. But here's the thing. I'm going to defend myself for a second. You get forced into this shit.
Yeah.
You get forced into it. This is how they make like the army of clones.
Yeah.
Because you're like left out on the side. People aren't giving you the same, the cool projects to work on.
No.
They don't think that you're up to the task because you're not speaking the fucking lingo.
Right.
So then you've got to speak the lingo. So people actually think that you have a skill when it's like you have zero skill. You're
Right.
just saying what other people are saying.
But
But then you're like, well, if I don't say this, they're not going to know what I'm talking about if I used simple English.
right.
So then you find yourself saying, as per my last email, I am still just looking to clarify why we were putting a pin in it.
We're all asleep. We're all like
Mhm.
literally it's all of it wrapped. It's all really bad. And I want to go to a church and I don't go.
Wow.
And I want
this
to
is
pray.
breaking news.
And
This
I
is
don't
breaking
pray
news.
For the
Tara is
people
going to a
that
church.
have to deal with someone coming in like that.
As per my last email.
Are you and also
Mhm.
and then maybe we can put a pin in it.
Do you
and
know
then
what?
just to clarify. What?
As per my last email is like the equivalent of like the Godfather when someone like comes to ask like has like fucked something up, right?
Oh,
and they come
totally.
in
They're
and
laying
the
it down.
Godfather's like, Johnny, whatever he's saying. Like that's how hot, like, and not in a good way.
Absolutely.
Incendiary, as per my last email.
I
is.
am so with you, but it's also like when you add in a person and a person for like visibility, and you're like, you don't need to do why? Like it's like you add in an email. Like he's like, I copy you and I copy 3 other people, and you say, just for visibility, I've added these 3 people to this email.
Again, all of this shit is super passive aggressive.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Do you know what's the worst? And I've done this because again, it's like a 1984 situation.
Oh
You're being
wow,
watched.
let's go.
For Tara and Wendy's Viz. All right, you know what time it is. It
Ooh.
is time for Cunt of the Week.
LFG, dude.
And remind everybody, Cunt of the Week stands for
Courageous.
unapologetic,
Notorious.
10 of a woman.
/man / they them / Sid Plant.
Today's Cunt of the Week is brought to us by The Friendly Wendy, trademark.
Since we were doing an episode about work, this week I decided to choose a famous whistleblower. And my pick for this week's Cunt of the Week is Karen Silkwood. In 1972, she was working as a technician at a nuclear plant in Oklahoma. And she discovered numerous safety issues, including exposure of workers to contamination, faulty respiratory equipment, and more. And she testified to the United States Atomic Energy Commission in the summer of 1974 about her concerns. And then Silkwood died in a car accident on November 13th, 1974, at the age of 28, under very suspicious circumstances.
Oh my God.
Yikes,
They killed
city.
her.
They ruled
Yeah.
the death an accident, but the paint on the back bumper of her new car and missing documents regarding plant safety caused onlookers to question whether she had been intentionally forced off the road. Get this, she was on her way to an interview with the New York Times regarding the plutonium contamination
is.
at the time of her death.
There it
In
is.
75, the plant was shuttered, and in 1979, Silkwood's father and children sued the plant on behalf of her estate.
Good.
They made a movie called Silkwood starring Meryl Streep. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah,
and
she was.
It was Cher's first theatrical role. She played her
Yes.
best friend.
Get it, Cher.
And it was also nominated for Best Director and Best Original Screenplay that year. But when we were talking about this, I was saying, have you ever heard the term, oh, I have to take a Silkwood shower? I feel so gross. I have to take a Silkwood shower.
Never in
No,
my
I just
life.
heard it right here today.
Yeah, what is that? What?
That is in reference to, there's a scene in the movie where she's like, shit, she got contaminated. And she's doing the scrubbing. And
like
it's
they
so,
do at We Spa.
It's like
Yes.
when you go to a theme park and you've been there for 12 hours
Yeah.
and you come back, you need to take a Silkwood shower.
Yeah, you do. You do.
So to go down our acronym here, why is Karen Silkwood our Cunt of the Week? She's courageous. She stood up to a nuclear giant when no one else dared, knowing the danger and doing it anyway. Unapologetic, she refused to stay quiet. Notorious, her story made headlines, inspired a Hollywood film, and exposed what corporate America wanted buried. And 10 of a woman, she was ordinary on paper, extraordinary in impact. A working class hero who changed history with her conviction.
Love
You
that.
guys know I love to wrap it up with flair.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
and
do.
so
Oh my God.
Karen Silkwood, the Rage Pod's Cunt of the Week.
Erin
Amazing.
Brockovich should be thankful she still lived after her whole Erin
Right
Brockovich.
after she could have been Silkwooded.
She could have been,
She could have been.
because
Well,
that
fir-
was after.
That was, well, first of all, obviously, if you're being played by Meryl Streep, you're a notable figure.
Agreed.
Secondly, one of my takeaways is Wendy's obsessed with Karens.
She
And
is.
she's obsessed with Karens who have been wronged.
yeah,
That's right.
which
Karen
is weird
Reed,
because
Karen Silkwood.
mostly we're wronged by Karens.
Mostly society is wronged by Karens. Maybe this is the retribution for all of the wrongs that have been done to Karens.
Yep.
But just like, it's like sort of the reverse of Karen Reed. Karen Reed was wrongly accused of killing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Karen Silkwood was wrongly killed.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well,
Allegedly.
she definitely was. She's on her way to the New York
Paint
Times.
on the bumper.
They were like, go get her.
She had some
And they
real
went,
goods.
okay.
She had all the goods to take them down.
Absolutely. These people are like, we want to
But-
keep our job and this whole thing, somebody go get her. Well, that's our time on this good old episode chatting about
That's
work,
right.
work. So just remember, we would love it if you guys would call in
Yes,
213-293-5995. Email rage@theragepod.com.
We want to hear about what is bothering you.
Yeah,
What
we
is
do.
making you rage. And it can be anything that comes to mind. We will put out prompts on our social
Mhm.
of upcoming episode topics. But we want you to feel a little less alone. We're the Rage Pod on
Yeah.
all of the channels,
Everywhere.
including the new Donald Trump TikTok.
Ho, ho, ho. Getting in there hot and heavy. That's relevant. Look at her go.
Topical.
Topical is where we went it with it.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Put a pin.
Yeah, but then I think of grenade.
But that's
And
no,
now-
it doesn't
and no-
explode.
No, Erica, for the end here, I'm putting it in, but then this is the end of the Rage Pod.
Thanks for hanging with us. Tune in every Wednesday for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts. Deep breath in, rage scream into your pillow.